Good evening, everybody. This is Luna Sky Diamond, and I am broadcasting right now live from Vancouver, BC, here in Canada on the West Coast. I would like to share with you that I am uploading this video today because it's a homework that I am taking. That is a homework that I have undertaken because I'm taking a workshop on priestesshood and how to overcome your fears and dare to do what you like and what you want. Basically, more or less, is what it's about. No, more or less, no, it's actually what it's about. So you're supposed to, or I have chosen to, as part of the homework, to get out of the comfort zone, and but at the same time, expressing my desires and what I want. So basically, this is it. The product, sorry, the production, the life of this video suits all its purpose. The homework, the getting out. Oh, anyway, what I want to share with you today is that, okay, first of all, that I am very grateful for the feedback that I have gotten from some of you beautiful souls, telling me that I have inspired you to do something that you hadn't done before. So I appreciate that, or that you are thinking about taking action in a certain way because you were inspired by the things that I had to share. So thank you so much, because that's the only really thing that matters to me. You know, I'm not doing this for money or for fame or anything like that. I am doing this because I believe that one of the ways, I believe and I want, and I know that one of the ways that I could serve humanity is by sharing my own experiences with you that are actually like very human. For instance, what I want to share with you today is one of those points in life when you have to take decisions that are going to affect you for the rest of your life, where actually that happens at every moment. But in this particular case, I am talking about, and I'm sharing this based on a conversation that I had with a close friend who is thinking about maybe changing careers or using the opportunity that his company is no longer going to be in his country, and maybe he's going to make some other changes that are probably going to be more aligned with his soul purpose and joy and happiness. So for those who are feeling the call, that probably that your jobs that you're working at right now are not in perfect alignment with your soul and where you are at right now with your desires, this video is for you. So I want to share with you that I had miracles, basically instant miracles, happening in my life regarding my career. For instance, I know this is gonna hard to believe for those of you who haven't known me for many years, and this is one of the things that I have to share with you, or I want to share with you. It turns out to be that I actually have a bachelor's degree in engineering, and this is a point. When I was in 8th semester, or way before, but consciously in 8th semester, I started feeling that I had chosen the wrong career. And thank you, God, because at that end, like at the end of the university or all along, you can choose the subjects that you have to see, like physics and all that, all those things. And then you can also choose the things that are the other subjects that you can choose because you actually love them and love them and like them. So since the beginning of my engineering career, when I realized that I had always chosen alternative studies to complement everything that had to do with philosophy, psychology, anthropology, and things that had to do with the human being. And well, of course, I'm not surprised, but thank you God, when I was in 8th semester, and I was wondering about whether I had chosen the right career or not, the teacher appeared to me, and I had the opportunity in one of those classes to be guided to a book that actually changed my life, the Celestine Prophecy. And since then I've been working with energy, but this is going way back, like back in time, to share with you that since before finishing my career, my engineering career, I was already aware that that was not the path. The thing is that sometimes it's very hard to realize that you have worked so hard and passed so many tests and show up there for so many years to complete something that at the end probably was not that aligned with your sole purpose. But to accept it at that time is a little bit kind of harsh. So since then I was aware that what I wanted to do in my life was to work with energy. And since then, Spirit has been guiding me up to this certain point. Yes, my engineering degree helped me to get here into Canada as a permanent resident. And then I became a citizen, and so on and so on. So, of course, things are a blessing. They're always a blessing. Everything that you do, that you invest your time in, and your love and everything, is a learning curve. Is knowledge to be accumulated. Is people, is interactions, and things that you are going to be learning all the time. So, I graduated from engineering, moved here to Canada, work. The last work, and this is the point, 2009, as an engineer, or as a professional out there, as a conventional, let's say professional out there of the office environment. I find myself sitting in my desk at my job, the last job that I did in 2009, in this particular, how do you say, area of work, was as branch administrator for a financial firm. And even though I was very grateful for the opportunity that the universe had given to me, and the wonderful boss that I had that I respect so much, wonderful coworker that I admire and everything, at some point in time, I was sitting in my desk, and I was dressed up with, properly. Well, now look at me now. But back then I was dressed up properly, fulfilling my job, and my desk had a view to the outside world, that world that was so appealing to me. I see somebody from the neighborhood walking their dog while having an ice cream, while having the beautiful sunshine in their heads, and their sandals on and everything, because it was spring or something like that. I remember it being very sunny, and my window used to face the beautiful ocean, the beautiful Pacific Ocean, and it dawned on me, and I had one of those aha moments. And that aha moment that I had was the following. I see the sunset, the neighbor walking the dog, having an ice cream under the sun with the wind blowing in their hair and everything like that. Their skin absorbing vitamin D and everything, while I was inside an office, probably with air conditioner, sitting in a suit with high heels behind a computer that was totally bombarding on me electromagnetic waves. Okay, so guess what? It dawned on me. And as I said, I looked around and I looked where I was at. And as much as I love the people and respect and admire and love and be grateful of the people that I was surrounded by, I really felt that at that particular time and space, my life force energy was being wasted. Absolutely wasted. I wanted to be out there in the fresh air, getting all the vitamin D in my skin, and probably dipping my legs and my feet in the water, in the ocean, tanning, probably dancing, listening to music, and things like that. So at that point, I realized that my soul was actually trapped in a reality that I was not going to accept anymore. So of course, the first shock was to be wanting to be out there, outside of that door, outside there, where the sun is, where life, where real life is, in my perspective at that particular time. And at this point, actually, I didn't want to be in an office behind a computer for the rest of my life, as I had done for so many years. Belonging to the educational system, I am very grateful for the opportunities that have been given to me all along, of course, and that's why, yes, of course, that's why I am where I am at right now. Thank you, God. But what I am saying is that it would be optimum for a soul to find their joy in their lives, and hopefully, the sooner the better, the sooner the better. So, okay, 2009, here I am, absolutely, totally aware that what I am doing in my, as a how do you say that, as an income, as my life, as my work, was not working anymore for me anymore, fulfilling me at the soul level. So, I have this awareness that day, and I come back home to cry in depression and desperation for probably around 72 hours, 76 hours, I don't know, but 3 to 4 days, really crying in desperation, like really crying home in despair of the perceived situation, that my soul is not happy where it's at, with the circumstances where it's at, and that I need to make a change soon. And why was I crying in despair? And where is the despair coming from? The despair is coming from the awareness of knowing that this is not working for me anymore at the core level. It's not about money. It's about fulfillment and knowing that I am and that you are doing something that you're actually connected to, in joy and in everything. So it was that awareness that was not happening at the moment. So of course, the despair comes from knowing that your heart is no longer there. So basically you're dead, but you still have to show up, because you are a grown-up, or because we go with the flow, as my tattoo says right here, go with the flow. So we go with the flow and we man up and we show up. But inside my soul, I was for 76 hours in despair, crying, this is not where it's at. This is not what I want. And I want to change fast. And I want it now. And the most important thing, what the hell is it gonna be? Because I have no clue. How am I going to create an income? How am I going to support my family? How am I going to pay the bills? And everything like that. I know that many of you feel like that, have felt like that, or are feeling like that, and hopefully feel like that. So this message is for you guys. So what happened? I was totally depressed and crying because I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. And this is the point. This is the point. The point is that I think that what I want to share with you is that when you really have this deep desire in your heart to change something in your life that is no longer in alignment with your purpose and with your joy and with who you are, all you have to do is be, first of all, aware that that's what you don't want anymore. Second, just to desire to make a change. And third, pray to God, pray to the universe, make affirmation things, statements, empowering statements, prayer, meditation, visualization. I don't care. I don't care what, I don't care. I'm saying is whatever method that you use to visualize and empower that vision that you want, just say it. So I am there at home, eyeballs, crying. My eyes get like swallowing fishes when I cry a lot. And I cried and I cried and I cried because how am I going to make this change? How am I going to support my family? I need a change and I want it now. So what happened? That I prayed and cried and prayed and cried and had faith as usual and everything. And really send that wish out there to the universe, to God, to my higher self, really from the heart, expressing in a prayer, really, please God, guide me. If this is not it, am I gonna waste my life force energy showing up at a place that really makes no sense to me, at a spiritual level, or let's say at a personal level, in which I will feel inspired to thrive and things like that? Am I going to be bound to showing up in a dress and in high heels to an office to work behind a computer for the rest of my life? So, prayer and humility, and basically just, let's see if I can hold this with my legs over here, and basically going like this to the universe and say, please guide me, I really need guidance. And you send out your prayer with the intention of your heart and your solar plexus and your mind and your love, and miracles happen. And you know what happened to me? In less than a week and a half after the fact, my boss laid me off, so I was able to go into EI, employment insurance. My ex-husband told me that he was moving here and there for a certain amount of time, and basically I would have had, then basically I was gonna have full custody of my children. So of course that changed the finances in our household in a certain way. And other things happened around my personal life in less than a week and a half. So in less than a week and a half, I was no longer working for that office, and I was able to stay with my kids all the time. And then shortly after that, I had the opportunity to travel to Colombia, where also guided by spirit and the prayers and faith, I was guided to take the Reiki course, and so I did. So since 2011, I took my Reiki course, and since then I have been a Reiki practitioner, working with energy exactly at the point that I visualized it years ago when I was in the university. So, my beautiful people, this is just to point out to you that whatever the soul calling is, the joy that you have here is the one that is always going to win at the end. So thank you so much for listening to my story. And of course now I am super happy because as soon as I put the intention of working with energy and being who I am, I wind up not working for as an engineer anymore, or for the office scene anymore. Thank you, God. And now I am working, just working in service, sharing energy through Reiki. And also, this following my path led me to Kundalini dance, and I did all the beautiful studies of Kundalini dance in the Sunshine Coast, where I was at with Davina Bailey, who was trained by Leola and Tara, who is the one who is guiding and creating this workshop of priestesshood right now. So she's my teacher right now. So this is coming from a long time ago, but back then I was able to connect to Kundalini dance and get back into tuning into my inner child and my inner self, and knowing that what I have always danced is to be what I always wanted was to dance and to be a performer, and to be here in front of the camera and to be on stage and exposing my soul like that, with no fear and with joy. But I'm not saying that with no fear. What I'm saying is that daring to follow my joy. But do I experience fear because before I am on stage? Of course, I am always panicking before before I have to go on stage. So it's basically the fear. There is a distinction between the fear that doesn't let you do the things that you want, and the fear that is actually scary, exciting for those things that you have to experience that are out of your comfort zone. So anyway, miracles happen. Everything is possible. Just send out your prayer or your intention from your heart out there to the universe, and rest assured that the universe will conspire and support you to fulfill your dreams. Thank you so much for listening to me. Cheers. See you tomorrow.